Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 West End Award ceremony.
Tonight, there are many awards to be given out, and we're not letting quarantine stop us.
We'll be hearing from our three beloved directors, Mr. Patton, Mr. Steinberger, and Mr. Mudd, as well as see some slideshows that were put together by each council.
Oh, and don't think we forgot. There'll also be a special video featuring the one and only direct tones.
Please join us tonight by grabbing a snack, getting comfortable, and supporting our West End program. Now, starting off the show is Drama Awards. Please enjoy.
Hello, and welcome to the theater portion of the 2020 West End Awards. These are given out to students who have shown exemplary talent, skill, and dedication to our program. Let's get started. Our first award is going to be Best Set Design. That award is given to Kira Knoll for her work on the Addams Family set. We have the Builder Award, which goes to Bella Law for her work building platforms for Addams Family. Best Musical Number goes to Rogan de Calesta for his regionals winning number called Wall Loving. Next, we have Best Duet. That goes to Vivien Tritch and Talia Peck. This goes for their two-person scene at the end of The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime's first act. Always brought a tear to my eye. Next, we have Best Monologue. This is Sean Burke. This monologue is for his scene in The Curious Incident after Christopher finds all of the letters that his mother wrote him. Sean, I have never seen you reach such dramatic heights. Best Scene goes to every single cast member in The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Rogan de Calesta, Talia Peck, Sean Burke, Vivien Tritch, M. Martini, Ben Carson, Tyga Hadwin, Demarie Wright, Ejaya Davis, and Julia Middleton. For those of you that don't know, we submitted this show for the state competition, and we are one of the 4 plays in all of Oregon that won this year. Sadly, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we were not able to perform at state, but this group of amazing students just made some of the most amazing pieces of theater I've ever seen, high school, community, or otherwise, and I want to commend them for their work and thank them for it. I have Best Sound Work goes to Katie Hazen and Jack Johnson. These two really stepped it up this year and started including a bunch of designed sound bites, not just pulling clips off of the internet, and I really wanted to shout these two out. Great job. I can't wait for your senior year. We have Best Lighting Work. That goes to Tori Torrance. Tori has been the rock of the lighting department for 3 to 4 years now. Her lighting design for The Curious Incident when she brought it to regionals earned a perfect score, and she'll be submitting that work to the International Thespian Society later this week. Good luck on that, Tori. Best backstage work goes to the incomparable Asher Brewer. Asher has been our stage manager this year, and honestly, things wouldn't work right without him. Best costume work go to two costumers we've had with us for a very long time, Savannah Post-Timber and Amanda Strauss. They are sadly graduating this year, and we're going to miss you two in the costuming room. Good luck on everything in your future. We are also shouting out tonight every single person who's participated in a theatrical production. This includes being cast and crew for Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, directing, being cast, or being crew for the Winter One Act Festival, and then being in the cast of Addams Family. So I'm going to take a moment, allow you to read those names. Thank you all for your amazing work. Next, we have the Freshman Theater Award. This award goes to Ben Carson. Ben Carson was new to our program this year. He dove in head first, got himself a role in Curious Incident, and has just been doing amazing things ever since. I'm so excited for his future in this program. Sophomore Theater Award goes to Riley Given. Man, I've been trying to get Riley into one of our shows for over a year now, and I'm so glad he finally started working with us. Riley earned a finalist award at the regionals competition this year for his piece from he'll know the musical with the newspaper boys, and he actually was chosen to be a part of a statewide thespian spotlight earlier this spring. Next, we have the Junior Theater Award goes to Rowan Lovergen. Oh, Lovergen, that can't be right. That's better. Rowan Lovering. Rowan was the director for Curious Incident this year, and honestly, that show would not have been what it was without Rowan. Rowan has an eye for theater that is near unmatched. She is dedicated to this art form. She wants to do this professionally, and I can't wait to see what she does. Rowan, thank you for all of your work. Rowan was also cast as the lead in this year's musical. The Senior Theater Award goes to Talia Peck. So, Talia, sadly, was only with us for 2 years. Man, I wish I could have had her all the way through high school. This is another young woman who is constantly working to better herself. She is constantly practicing, holding other people up. Her positive attitude is absolutely amazing. And while I am sad to see her go, she's going to be up in Vancouver next year studying theater. She's going to do amazing things.
2, 3.
The next award is the Theodore Patton Award for Excellence, being awarded by none other than Teddy Patton right here. Say hi, Teddy.
Hi, Tay.
Fantastic. This award goes to Sean Burke. Sean Burke has been in almost every actually, I think he's been in every single show that I've done from start to finish. He has become one of our amazing poster editors. He eats, sleeps, breathes theater and choir. He's a young man who I have great respect for, and I had to give him this award, the Theodore Patton Award for Excellence. Thank you for all your work, Sean. Next, we have the Nessagene Award for Excellence, and this one goes to Julia Middleton. Julia has been with us since freshman year. We stole her from South High School, and I'm so happy that she's in our theater program. Julia, I'll put Nesta down here. Julia has been committed to making this thespian group as amazing as it can. This year, she ran the Singing Valentine's fundraiser and did it the best I've ever seen it. She's had a ton of amazing roles. She's an amazing positive attitude in our group, and I have so much respect for this person. So the Nessagene Patton Award for Excellence goes to Julia Middleton. Next, we have the Outstanding Contribution to Technical Theater Award. This is a shared award between Elise Lasky and Quinn Meston Stapleton. These two have just been a power duo in the sound department. Elise was our head tech this year and did absolutely amazing. I think we're more organized than we've ever been. And Quinn is the person that you just call, like, I need this done. He's like, there, I'm done. We're doing it. So these two, I'm gonna miss them. Honestly, I'm gonna miss these two, and I wish them well in their future endeavors. Lastly, the Outstanding Thespian Award goes to two people this year, honestly, because I didn't feel like choosing, and I kind of get to do this, you know. As I tell the kids, I'm mad with power, so here you go. The Outstanding Thespian Award this year goes to M. Martini and Torrance. M. Martini, oh my goodness, what an amazing human being. Not only is she talented vocally and dramatically, she is witty and funny, and she is a strong human being. I love working with her. One of the best things about M is that she's always trying new things. She's so easy to direct because she's always trying new thing, and she's always editing and finding that thing that tweaks her character in just the right way. She's going to be heading off and doing opera, and I wish her all the best. There's no doubt in my mind that she's going to succeed. We also have Tori Torrance for Outstanding Thespian Award. Tori is one of the backbones of the West End, being in band and choir and theater. Tori acts. She does lighting. She's been assistant director. She sings. She plays trumpet. What doesn't Tori do? Tori is going to be going on to the U of O, and she's going to be studying technical theater out there. She wants to make a life out of this as well. And I have just so much respect for this human being. Em and Tori, I'm going to miss you. Thanks for all your work. So, these are the theater awards for the West End Awards 2020. Thank you all for being with me. I'm going to hand it off now to the choir folks for their section of the show. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Right. I will be working out a way to get all of these physical awards to all of you, so stay tuned, thespians.
The wind, I'm drifting east. It's like I calmed the ocean still and put the waves to sleep. But the tides are changing. No, it ain't the same. No, there lies a faith in the absence of control. They say one step forth and I try to get back. Coward's fear on trial is the weakest faith in man. You call me out of my comfort. You call me out of the boat to walk on my own, alone, alone. Sometimes I'm lost on the open water. Sometimes I'm thrown by the wind and the waves. Sometimes I'm swimming in the deep end. Can I stay afloat? Stay afloat.
The ocean's deep below my feet. Afraid of what's to come, so I slowly start to sink. I was waiting for my ending, but then you grabbed my hand just like that I knew you would, you would. Sometimes I'm lost on the open water. Sometimes I'm thrown by the wind and the waves. Sometimes I'm swimming in the deep end. Can I stay afloat? Stay Sometimes I'm swimming on the deep end. Can I stay afloat?
Stay afloat.
Stay afloat. Stay afloat.
Stay afloat.
Stay afloat.
Sometimes I'm lost on the open water. Sometimes I'm thrown by the wind and the waves. Sometimes I'm swimming in the deep end. Can I stay afloat? Stay afloat. Stay afloat. Stay afloat.
Stay afloat.
Stay afloat.
Good evening and welcome to the choir portion of the West End Awards ceremony, virtual awards. Mr. Steinberger here speaking to you guys from choir headquarters, distance learning edition. And I am so excited that you guys are here. I'm so excited to be here with you guys virtually and just to honor and reflect on a very unique year. This was so many wonderful things happened and so many unexpected things happened. But I think it's really important that we reflect upon the positives and we go forward and we honor and recognize people for all the amazing hard work that they did before the quarantine and just the awesome music that we made leading into things and the bonds that we made as a group. I can't tell you how much I miss those days. And I just look back on that with such fond memories. And I, for those of you who are underclassmen, I can't wait to join back with you guys very, very soon to be singing and making music again. Distance learning was tough, but it also was an interesting place and way to see other types of work that students do and focus on more of an individual basis, which was actually really cool for me to be able to see that. And some people just really, really shined in that. And so we will be recognizing some of those people as well for these awards. So I know we're limited on time, so I won't ramble too much. We're going to start with our student voted awards. And so we have awards in 5 different categories that were voted on strictly by your peers. And those categories are most inspirational, most dependable, most enthusiastic, most encouraging, and most likely to lead by example. And here are the results. For treble choir, The students have spoken, and the person that treble choir voted as most inspirational goes to Bella Hampshire. Congratulations, Bella. Students also voted on most dependable in treble choir, and this was actually a tie between two people that stand right next to each other, which I thought was kind of interesting. Most dependable in treble choir goes to Jessica Alberton and Eden Steffen. Congratulations, you two. The most enthusiastic award in treble choir goes to none other than Ren Lee. The most encouraging in treble choir, students voted that Feline Sykes was the most encouraging in treble choir. Congratulations. And then students voted for an award called Most Likely to Lead by Example in treble choir. And that award goes to Sarah Beeman. Congratulations. Let's get a round of applause for those people. All right. And then another, and these are certificate awards, so people will be, I believe we'll be mailing these home to those people. And if that doesn't happen, we will connect somehow and get you your certificates. And then another certificate award is actually a director award that is picked by me. And I think that this is a super great award to get because we are all at differing levels in our musicianship, and we are never complete in that journey. People who just started are in one level, and people who are professionals are in another level. And for treble choir, I would like to honor two people that I think did a fantastic job this year, that really stepped outside of their comfort zones and were able to exhibit just a high level and a passion for learning, and just really kind of caught the choral bug this year. And it was noticeable to me, both in performance in choir, and also when we were doing distance learning as well. Some of that shone through, and was just a really cool thing to see these two individuals grow. So the director most improved award for treble choir goes to Elora Peck and Bella Hampshire. Congratulations, you two. Nice job this year. Okay, we are moving on now to the next class, and these are the student voted awards. And the next class that we're going to focus in on is concert choir. And these are the 5 awards, student voted awards for concert choir. So students voted that the most inspirational in concert choir goes to Rogan DiCalesta. Congratulations, Rogan. The most dependable in concert choir, and not a huge surprise, students voted for that award to go to Anya Miller. Congratulations, Anya. The most enthusiastic in concert choir award goes to, and this one makes sense too, because you would know if you've ever been in concert choir and seen this. The most enthusiastic in concert choir award goes to M. Martini. And then we have the most encouraging in concert choir. Man, people are just very perceptive, because these are all great names for this. The most encouraging in concert choir award goes to Eleanor West. Good job, Eleanor. And then the leads, most likely to lead by example in concert choir, this is a great honor, is this award was actually tied, and that award, students voted that award should go to Rogan DiColesta and Johnny Moore. Good job, guys. Those two are, Rogan is the tenor section leader and Johnny is the bass section leader. So I think that's great that as section leaders, they're leading by example. So good job, guys. All right, and then the next award is the Director Most Improved Award. And the Most Improved Award in Concert Choir goes to an individual that came into concert choir this year having just a really good musical ability that that person has been working on for many years already, but choir was a new experience for that person. And they came in not really knowing a whole lot about formal choir and formal music per se, and they came in not really knowing how to read music and just with a desire to sing and check it out and kind of step outside their comfort zone and join the choir and put themselves out there. And over the course of the year, I've seen there were some baby steps at first with being able to read music and to kind of assimilate into what choir was and working on vowels and some other things. And then as the year went on, I just saw this person latching onto that and really starting to show a passion for choral music, which was so cool. And then in distance learning, this individual just thrived in distance learning as they submitted some amazing projects and did a great job in the sight reading area and latched onto our music theory stuff and just really kind of took off with their musicianship. And I'm excited to see what they do in the future with this. But the Director Most Improved Award in Concert Choir goes to Riley Given. Congratulations, Riley. All right, and we come to our third ensemble, and the student voted awards for Downing Street Singers. Our first one is Most Inspirational in Downing Street Singers. That award goes to Abby Young. Good job, Abby. Students also voted that the Most Dependable in Downing Street Singers should go to Tori Torrance, our sound person and #1 fan. Students voted for the Most Enthusiastic in Downing Street Singers to go to Kai Christensen. Good job, Kai. And the Most Encouraging in Downing Street Award, students voted for Julia Middleton to get that award. Awesome job, Julia. And our final student voted award in Downing Street Singers is the Most Likely to Lead by Example Award. And this person must carry this over from class to class, obviously does. And students voted that Johnny Moore is the most likely to lead by example in Downing Street Singers. Excuse me. All right. Good job, Johnny. Good job, everybody. And then the Most Improved Award, this is the Director Award. And this is going to go to a person that is a silent leader. This person leads by example. This person is very unassuming, is not really out there in your face, is not necessarily the loudest person in the room, but this person's wheels are always turning. This person is super accountable, is there all the time. This person takes what we learn in Downing Street and applies it directly. They're very self-critical in a good way, in the way that musicians should be. This person took on the challenge of playing piano for us this year and really went outside of their comfort zone and stepped into the jazz idiom. And this person leads sectionals as well for their section. And during distance learning, I have discovered, because this person is very, I think probably just shy at moments when we are in the group of people, I was able to see this person really shine in the soloistic standpoint when we were doing jazz standards, and just really shine through and showed some great improvisational skills that I hadn't really seen a lot when we did in-class stuff, but oh my gosh, it's just so impressive to me. Singing jazz solo style-wise was just like, it was awesome, and it was so cool to see that. And now I know who to push even harder next year. But this person just did a fantastic job and has grown so much this year. And so the most improved director award for most improved in Downing Street Singers goes to Vivien Tritch. Good job, Vivien. She's also editing this whole video to put it together and has done some other pretty amazing videos as well. So looks like she'll know that award before anybody else does. So okay, and we are now going to move to the last portion of the choir awards, and you find it in my notes here so I don't mess up. Okay, so we have 3 plaque awards, and these awards will people's either their name will be on them, and one of them has a picture on it. We don't have the picture up yet, but the first award is our Ella Fitzgerald Award, and you can see some familiar faces from the last few years in there. And if you know anything about Ella Fitzgerald was an incredible innovator in jazz, and took vocal jazz, solo vocal jazz to absolute incredible heights, where especially in her improvisation. Ella Fitzgerald sang with so much heart, and if you've heard some of her scats that she's done, it's so impressive, and she has done so much to push the world of jazz forward, and was a huge integral part of that amazing American art form. And this award goes to someone who has shown a huge competency in the realm of jazz. This person has studied jazz, has worked on their improvisation up to the point where they are really doing a good job of it. This person has also performed jazz solos with the big band, with our 705 Jazz Band. They have been an amazing part of Downing Street Singers this year, and I'm so proud of this person. They're going to go on and actually study jazz in college at the same location as some of the previous Ella Fitzgerald Award winners. And this person is so humble. That is the other thing, is that they're so humble, and they are so just willing to help out, and just have such a beautiful heart, and but then yet an amazing passion for music and singing. And we are just going to miss her so much next year. And some other things about her, she is the section leader for the sopranos in concert choir, and is always Johnny on the spot with things, and has just done so well for herself. And I cannot wait to see what she does in music later on. And that award, the 2020 Ella Fitzgerald Award, goes to Julia Middleton. Congratulations, Julia. Okay, our next award that we have here is called the Director's Award. Okay, these are not engraved, so not yet. And the Director Award is kind of an open-ended award that goes to an individual that has shown just efforts that go above and beyond the regular call of duty with choir and ensembles. A person who wins this award does not merely just show up to class and do the right thing. The person that wins this award shows up to class, does the right thing, anticipates needs of the director, is kind of sees the whole group the way that maybe a director would with like management, and they're always seeing little things of oh, maybe we need that. Hey, Mr. S, do we need this? Do you need me to do this for you? Is there anything else that I can do for you? Hey, Mr. S, I was thinking about this. Could I help with that? And how can I help more? And just someone who really, really goes above and beyond the call of duty. So the first person that I'm going to, that we actually have 3 people that I'm going to give that award to this year. We had an especially amazing class of seniors and a choir council that was just so on top of things and so on the ball, and was just self-starters and eager to get things done. And so the first person, her resume would include several different choir promotional videos. This person managed our Instagram account and would, without me ever asking, choir students, if you're looking at the Instagram and you're thinking, man, Mr. S sure puts a lot of things out there, or directs a lot of things to be put out there. I will say that 99% of that stuff was just done on this student's own accord, and they would basically take things that I would say in class and remember them, put them in their memory, and then after class or like several hours later, they would post something on Instagram like, hey guys, remember we talked about vowels in this certain piece of the music, or this certain part of the music, and remember to be working on that. Hey guys, we have a memorization date that's due. Remember to jump on that and be prepared for that. And this person just went above and beyond, like I've said, and they are actually the 2019 winner of the Director's Award, and that award is going to go to Anya Miller for the 2nd year in a row. Congratulations, Anya. We're going to miss you so much. And then we have 2 more winners of that award as well. The second person that I'm going to talk about is a person that was elected to a position last year, and so I got to kind of see how they fulfilled that position last year, and has kind of worked on it then, and then seeing them step into that same position this year, I just saw a huge difference. Their level of enthusiasm that came along with just being in choir. I've had them in multiple ensembles, so in concert choir and Downing Street Singers, and I've also had them in the Counterpoint, which is a group that I direct through OCC. It doesn't matter what group this person's in, they are always looking to me to see how they can help with things, and really just putting themselves out there to be sure that the choir just excels in whatever that they can do. They anticipate the needs of things, and they are excited about things, and has done a lot in the realm of PR and doing posters And I am just so proud of this person. They've gone above and beyond the call of duty. I think I've said that already. And so our second winner of the Director's Award for Chorus, it goes to Sean Burke. Congratulations, Sean. Okay, and our third winner tonight of the Director's Award, well, I guess by nature of this award, everybody goes above and beyond. So there's no surprise there that that's the same for this person. This person came into choir kind of late. They did not do like all 4 years of choir like some people do. My first encounter with this student, well, my first encounter with them in a class of mine was actually last year, their junior year, when they were in my AP Theory class, and did some amazing work in AP Theory. And we kind of got to know each other a bit there, and ended up that this person joined concert choir midway through the year, maybe towards the end of the year. And I saw them there. Now they're a band person originally, and I mean, they still are. They were in band, and so coming over to choir, you know, it's kind of it's a different vibe. And so this person jumped into that role of singing in choir with such grace, and I think that they were very nervous and very apprehensive about not feeling adequate enough to be in the group. But I shortly saw after that they bring an element of leadership and of just tenacity and like drive to make the group better and to do anything that they possibly can to ensure that happens. They have been, so that's kind of their role in concert choir. At the end of last year, they talked to me about, hey, do you need a sound person for Downing Street Singers? I don't think that I want to audition vocally for it, but I would love to help out in any way that I could and be a part of the group. And I would love to learn sound for that and be there. And it turned out, and I said, yes, of course, let's do it. And so it turned out that they came into the class and they were learning sound, but then they kind of developed they took on the role of kind of corralling people. If I'd be in my office or something, like when the bell rang, they would be so on top of things of saying, all right, guys, it's mic check time. Get ready. Let's go. Here we go. And people are kind of milling around, like, you know, getting to their places and stuff. But this person just kind of whipped them into shape and had them going on mic checks, would even direct the group a little bit when I was gone and give feedback to them and just help in huge ways. They would also do some of that during treble choir as well and help out with that. So did Sean, actually, too. And I just am so impressed by this person, and they did such an amazing job. And it was kind of one of those things that I didn't know what I was missing until they came along. And that was just a really cool thing that happened. And I'm gonna really, really miss this person. And so our third director award for chorus goes to Tori Torrance. Awesome job, Tori. Thank you so much. And thank you to all three of you, Anya, Sean, and Tori, for your hard work and going above and beyond. Now, our final award of the night is another plaque award. And by the way, these names will be on these awards for years and years to come in the choir room. And it's just a very special thing. This one is called the National School Choral Award. And this award goes to somebody who is a great contributor to the program from a musical standpoint. A person who wins this award is an excellent musician, They are an excellent singer. They are an excellent leader. They excel in all areas of the choir department and in the performing arts department, West End as a whole. This person came in their freshman year into the program, and I was, from kind of the first few times that we worked together, was just kind of just a little bit shocked at the ability that they had with their voice, their vocal ability, their acting ability, and just their general overall musicianship. And I think the thing that impressed me more about that than the talent that they brought is noticing how fast this person would take and how well they would take constructive criticism and directly apply it to what the director was asking them to do. And so they could take a character or a way that they were singing something and just shift it with just a few words from the director, and they would shift it into an entirely different thing. And that was just really remarkable to me. I have seen this person from their freshman year grow in their confidence as a person and as a musician, and their confidence has just skyrocketed and they've just become so much more confident and so competent, and such a delight to have in class and a part of the group. Just a huge life source from within the group. And a lot of that comes from their humor. And people would tell me a lot to, hey, don't encourage them, because I just couldn't help from laughing from some of the things that they would bring and some of the things that they would say. And so just all around, I'm so proud of this person. And I think it is a really special thing that they have latched on to classical music, and even tried their hand at jazz music, and was able to really just catch on to that and make huge improvements and add to the group so much this year. And I believe that their plans next year are to go on and study classical voice. And I truly think that this person has a great shot at making it big someday. And I'm so honored to have been your teacher, and we will miss you so much, and just congratulations. The 2020 National School Choral Award goes to M. Martini. Congratulations, M. All right, and next we are going to, I believe on the screen, we are going to have we're going to display all the names of everybody that was in the choral department this year, and just take a moment to look there and see your name, and just know how important and how much we appreciate you for being a part of this amazing community of people. My goal is just to empower people to be kind to each other, and we do that through the vehicle of music. And congratulations to all of you guys. And for those of you that are returning next year, I'm so excited to work with you again. And those of you who are going on, seniors, I love you. Thank you so much for your years of service and what you brought to this group. What you see that happens now is the fruits of your labor that you put into growing this amazing choral community. Thank you so much.
no corona, no corona. The days are getting longer, my cabin fever stronger. All due to bad spit on my couch now. I must sing in my pajamas. But when the quarantine is done, when we can gather again as one, we'll celebrate the things we took for granted.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the band portion of our awards ceremony. Let me start by saying how happy I am you're all here, and to everybody who gets to watch this after it happens Monday, welcome. Glad you're getting to see this. I'm really, really proud of all the work that this particular band has put in this year. I get the privilege and the fun, frankly, that's a lot of fun to work with this group of people. Our symphonic band every year is Churchill's newest, brightest instrumental musicians, and you guys really came in like like gangbusters this year. I'm really proud of the work you put in. I'm really proud of how hard you worked and how much heart and soul you put into every pep band game, every basketball game, every football game, every concert, every rehearsal. You were a very challenging time of day, and you really buckled down and made it work. And I'm very proud of the work we did together, and was really looking forward to a great spring concert. But that'll happen soon, like in about a year. So I'm going to recognize some people that I think worked very, very hard, and I wanted to take a minute to explain something about these awards from my perspective. When I'm sitting in a band or a symphony orchestra playing, it means something really, really wonderful when the conductor looks at you and says, "Hey, great job, really enjoyed it." And that's always a wonderful thing to hear. But it's also very special when someone next to you in a rehearsal or in a concert tells you you did a good job. If someone next to you just says, "Hey, man, that sounded great," or a conductor gives you a solo, and then someone in front of the row, in a row in front of you, shuffles their foot. It really means a lot to hear from your peers that you've done well. So these awards are special to me because they are nominated and given to you by your peers. And I think that's very special. So let's get a start here. I have Symphonic Band for this year. This reads, in recognition of outstanding performance in the 2019-2020 Churchill High School Band, awarded this 8th day of June, 2020, one band, one sound. Churchill's most outstanding freshman symphonic band is Pagan Tischer. Pause for thunderous applause. Thank you. Our next award is to an individual who has worked very hard this year, has shown a lot of improvement, and someone who did an extra event this year. This individual did solo and ensemble and got a really good set of instructions and compliments, as well as some constructive work to do, and has worked really hard this year. I'm really proud of the work he's put in. This is most outstanding sophomore symphonic band to Orion Hill. Thunderous applause. This next musician has not only shown up in a musical capacity, but has been a fantastic leader and is emerging as someone in this program who is showing that she's a good leader, a good musician, and someone who is a serious part of the heart of Churchill High School Band. And I'm very proud to let this person receive this award. Most outstanding junior symphonic band goes to Samantha Webster Bernal. Thunderous applause, everyone. This next individual is someone who's been through a lot and is someone who has served Churchill High School Band in many capacities. This individual has played a wind instrument and has played a stringed instrument, and is someone who was working very, very hard to prepare, like we all, when many of us were, our spring musical. And this individual's been through a lot personally and has made Churchill High School Band kind of a home that she could count on. And I want to let this individual know that we're very proud of her and very grateful for all her hard work and leadership. This is most outstanding senior symphonic band goes to Daisy Condon. Okay. This next group of awards, these go to individuals who have been voted on in their various instrument groups: brass, woodwind, percussion, and this year I'm very happy to announce the string category for symphonic band. And I'll get to that in just a second. But I want to tell all these outstanding individuals in this band that you've all done very, very good work, and you've all progressed amazingly. It's always so fun for me. I want to record you every year, the very first day we play together, and record you on the very last day we play together. And maybe next year I'll be able to make that a reality. But it's amazing to me the progression you make as individuals. You all come from great middle school programs and get a chance to re-gel with new people in a new program and make new music together. And that's always so fun to see how far you progress in a year. And I'm looking forward to seeing how much you progress over the next 3 years after this. So, in our categories here, our most outstanding woodwind. This is in the symphonic band. Most outstanding woodwind goes to Pagan Tischer. Pause for thunderous applause. Our next category is symphonic band most outstanding brass, and this is an individual that I think is going to really blossom in the next 3 years, and someone who's come in and been very professional, someone who has always been prepared and always worked hard, and is an outstanding person and an outstanding musician. And I'm very proud to give most outstanding brass symphonic band to Adi Carter. This next individual is most outstanding percussion. There's not a lot of people in this category, but like the next two categories, these are musicians who, if there were 50 or 100 of you, these two would stand out as just fantastic contributors, fantastic musicians, and fantastic people. So our next individual is someone who has been growing and progressing and learning at an incredible rate. There's already so much musical knowledge in this individual's head that it's neat to see the blanks get filled in and neat to see this person continue to grow and expand. I'm always amazed at what this individual does. This is one of our lunch bunch who is constantly picking up an instrument and blowing me away with their natural innate ability. And I look forward to seeing how this musician progresses and grows. This goes to Taz Gent, most outstanding percussion symphonic band. Thunderous applause. This next individual is someone who is a brother string player, sister string player, I guess I could say, but is someone who, again, if there were 50 of this instrument in this band program, this person would be a standout, no doubt. This is someone who's, again, showing up very hard, to work very hard every day and done a great job, fantastic performance, and is an all-around great person to work with, and someone who has been recognized by her peers as someone who is a great performer, great contributor. This goes to the most outstanding string player, symphonic band, Aravis Irvine. Thunderous applause. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, symphonic band. And that concludes our symphonic band portion. Hey, we're back. I'm back. Anyway, want to welcome you to the jazz band portion of my show here and tell you what a fantastic year this jazz band was having. I am just ecstatic with all the work that you've put in and seeing all that work show up in your performances. Everybody knows what it's like to work super hard on a piece of music and it doesn't quite, get there. And then there's lots of other pieces that go great. This year, I'm just amazed at all the music we played together. What a great job you did. And a couple of the fantastic abilities this band had. I think this band had more soloists than I've ever had in my career. Your work in that area it's very vulnerable to stand up or even just lean forward and start playing a solo. Kind of opens your soul up to everybody at that point, and it takes a lot of guts to do that. And I'm proud of everybody in this band for putting that out there, and for everybody for supporting each other in that. It not only takes a soloist, but it takes a band to back up that soloist. And I also want to commend this jazz band on really recognizing a cool tune. We did some really technical stuff. We did some very difficult music. We had a stack of very, very challenging music in the folder that we didn't get to. But I want to commend you. One example is Teddy the Toad. Is not the most difficult tune, but oh, it's one of the coolest tunes I've ever heard. And I'm really proud of everybody for how you molded that into something all your own, and that takes a special band. So I'm very proud of you, and what a joy! It takes a special band to make you happy to show up to work at 7:15. Sorry, 7:13 in the morning, and I want to commend you for all your hard work and making that special time of day really work. So our awards for this category for this band tonight. I don't know what time of day it is. Our most outstanding musicians. Let's get to them. Let's recognize some people. I want to start with our most outstanding freshman in jazz band. This is a musician who contacted me before their 8th grade year was even over and said, I heard a rumor you need a saxophone player, and came down and just knocked my socks off. Just a great player, great individual, and someone who I hope we've just heard a few notes of what this person's capable of doing, and looking forward to 3 more years of some fantastic playing. This is our most outstanding freshman in jazz band this year, Pagan Tischer. Pause for applause. Excellent. Our next individual. This is an individual who has done a lot of pep band, also done a lot of jazz band, and it's just a great musician, great guy, wonderful individual to work with. And this is a musician who works very hard and plays very hard and shows up is pretty serious about his work with his instrument. And I think that that hard work and that dedication is showing up and will show up in droves in the next few years. And I'm lucky to work with this individual. I want to congratulate Ari Taubenfeld for Most Outstanding Sophomore Jazz Band. This next individual is someone who is also very, 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 very widespread in our academy. This is a musician who also knows the technical side and knows the acting side and the singing side. And I truly believe that that makes a musician and an artist who understands the whole realm of what we do rather than just their little niche. And I think that makes that it takes a special individual to be able to manage all that and do it at a good high level of skill. But it also takes an individual who's very dedicated. And I want to recognize our most outstanding junior in jazz band, Asher Boyer. Our next individual is someone that I've bragged on before, and I think is an outstanding musician, outstanding person. This person contacted me before they even arrived in Eugene, Oregon. This is an individual who has outstanding improv skills, outstanding heart for jazz, and it's someone that I have actually found myself behind a guitar going, "Oh, that was the Tory move," and it makes me laugh, and it makes me smile in a very special way that I've had a student who's taught me something, because I thought I was the teacher, and many teachers go into the profession thinking that, but I'm always stunned and amazed at what my students teach me. And this is an individual that when she leaves, it's going to take numerous people to replace everything that this person has done. I want to award Jazz Band Most Outstanding Senior to Tori Torrance. Okay, our next category is the instrumentalists in jazz band. I'm going to start with the most outstanding brass for jazz band. This is an individual that I have known personally since they were in grade school. And I tell you, I have to picture what an amazing young man this person has become. This musician has been to Wibbick. This is a musician who has done all state band, auditioned for all state jazz band, which is a very difficult audition process, very demanding. And this person was chosen in their junior year to spend a few weeks in Australia as a part of the Australia Honors Program. That's a very, very rigorous audition process. They choose from students who have auditioned for Wibbick, a few special individuals to spend this time. Not only did this person show up, but I think there's a band's worth of children in Australia who don't like this guy because this American guy came in and took over first chair, first trumpet, and showed them all up. I've seen the concert, and the concert was amazing. This is an individual who can take on anything that I've thrown their way. An individual who has just been fantastic. He's very competitive, very, very strong personality, and someone who I think is going to be missed in our program for a number of years. I want to thank this person for raising the bar on our band program and being instrumental in making us all better musicians. Sometimes teachers find it that they're being pushed by students to reach, and I want to thank this individual for every day I try to teach better to make this person grow, and I want to thank this individual for his dedication to Churchill Band, and if I go on any long, I'm going to make it a 2-hour award ceremony. So our most outstanding brass in jazz band goes to Finn Conaway. Our most outstanding woodwind goes to a senior this year who I will never forget that if you've ever seen the movie Back to the Future, it's what we call the McFly move, but I think for the remainder of my career, I will henceforth know the on your knees soloing at the front of the stage move as the Quinn move. So I want to recognize this individual for a lot of heart and a lot of soul and a lot of playing. This is someone who, sure. Just a fantastic, no problem. I'll be glad to try that attitude. I can't recall one time in rehearsal where this person ever went, no, I can't do that. No, don't make me. And this is someone who took on jazz improv, took on saxophone, took on being a lead musician, and took it on and did a very, very fine job. Worked very hard at it. And I want to thank this individual for his 4 years of work. This is most outstanding woodwind in jazz band, Quinn McFly Meston Stapleton. This next individual is our most outstanding rhythm player, and this is someone who has kind of gotten a 1-2 punch this year. They've been the jazz drummer in both Downing Street and jazz band, and that's an awesome job to take on. And I can tell you that both teachers have nothing but fantastic things to say about this individual. To discover an entire new area of your instrument and dive in deep is fun, and at the same time it's a lot of hard work. This person's percussion abilities are very, very good, and at the same time learning to play jazz and incorporate the language of jazz and know what to play has just been fun to watch this person expand their abilities. I can think of the look on his face when Jason Palmer from Portland, who is a professional jazz drummer, sat down behind the drum set and said, no, do it this way, and played the Chick Corea tune we did in the fall, and played this unbelievable drum beat, and watching this individual just suck in every detail of what he played and what was demonstrated before him. And that was neat. I've had a great time working with this individual and look forward to many more years of early morning rehearsals with this individual. This is most outstanding rhythm for jazz band, Tom Troberg. All right, and that's Jazz Band, everybody. I'll be back. Hey, everybody, I'm back. I want to start by introducing a wind ensemble this year. What a fantastic group of individuals we were and are, but tell you what a joy it was to work with you this year. To be working at that level on music of that difficulty is special. And there are bands that never reach that level. And I'm very proud of you for all your hard work and all your energy and everything you went through as individuals and as a group this year to work that hard and create music at that expressiveness and that level of creativity. I once had Stephen Malillo in a clinic tell me that creating at the level you created this year is a lot like a $75 steak at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You just don't want to go back to that chuck at home or the cheap stuff ever. And I think that's right. When you've had a sample of creating beautiful music and beautiful sounds at a level like you have, it's hard to go back to anything except that. And I think that's a joy to work with students like that, and a joy to obtain that level. So my grateful. I'm so happy to have worked with you for that this year. I want to start by introducing some individuals who have done fantastic work in wind ensemble this year. Our most outstanding freshman in wind ensemble is an individual. There are not many freshmen that make it to wind ensemble, and that's a testament to this young man's musical ability and someone who has had fantastic insight. When this individual raises their hand during class and we're discussing a piece of music, his insight is always wonderful, and to see seniors recognize that he has fantastic insight is also a special gift. I want to thank this individual for a lot of hard work and a lot of heart and soul, and looking forward to the future. Most outstanding freshman wind ensemble, Miles Ward. Thunderous applause, everybody. This next award goes to a sophomore, most outstanding sophomore. If this person's ever wondered if they made a difference in Churchill High School band, this individual was only with us for one trimester this year in wind ensemble and made quite an impact. Great musician, great individual, and someone who really did a fine job. Came in like gangbusters and entered one of the neatest sections we've had at Churchill High School in a long time. I'm proud of this individual, happy to have worked with this individual, and hoping to see much more in the future. Most outstanding sophomore wind ensemble goes to Diego Gomez. Thunderous applause. Our next individual was leader of a section this year who we've had only recently a fantastic tradition of great trombone playing. And that's thank you to both of our middle school programs. Many years, Churchill did not have a lot of trombones. And if you can think back to Andy and George and a generation of trombones before that, that's been a recent addition. And this individual has worked very hard to work with section individuals to become a cohesive, tight section and fill out a part of the band that really makes a huge difference. And this is a tough spot. This person is also a student conductor who has done a good job of getting up in front of the band and leading music. And that takes an extra set of skills. But to step away from your section to do that and have a strong section without you playing as leader is important. And well done. So without any further ado, here we are. This is Most Outstanding Junior Wind Ensemble to Michael Leiner. Okay, our next award goes to an individual that we've talked about a lot, and I'm very proud of this individual. This is someone who is also very competitive, very artistic, and someone who has a fantastic understanding of all the ins and workings of a musical ensemble. This person has performed music. This person has written music. This person has arranged music. This person understands theory and how music is put together on a technical level and on a compositional level, as well as music and how it's performed and put together in an ensemble. This is someone who has also led the band from a conducting standpoint, and I'm going to tell you honestly that in 27 years of pep band, I have never once seen another student conduct the Star Spangled Banner at state basketball tournament, or for that matter, any other postseason games. And I'll tell you honestly that in the world of instrumental conducting, the Star Spangled Banner is the first semester final exam typically for conducting students in the college level. To convey everything you need to emotionally, physically, and musically in that piece is quite a feat. So I want to congratulate this individual on 4 years, very, very hard work, and thank Tori Torrance for Most Outstanding Senior Wind Ensemble. Thunderific. Okay, this next individual is someone who has also worked very hard. And I'm going to tell you one of the coolest moments of my year was in the middle of the music we played this winter to have a fantastic clarinet solo played by Will Stegall in my left ear, taken over by a fantastic soprano saxophone in my right ear. And the musicianship and flexibility and heart that it took to do that was really, really great. These are individuals who show up and want to work hard and want to make great music. I've often said that conducting is a lot like throwing a frisbee at people, and sometimes you wait and see what they throw back. And this wind ensemble did a great job of doing that this year. And this is an individual who I've enjoyed working with. And if I asked him to, hey, modify this or try playing this way, has always happily worked and to improve and become a better musician and make our band better. This is Most Outstanding Woodwind Wind Ensemble to Quinn Meston Stapleton. All right, our next, I forgot, Thunderous Applause. We're back. Okay, Most Outstanding Brass. This year we have a tie, and I didn't have time for a tiebreaker and didn't see a need for one. Both these individuals have worked very, very hard, and they're very, very fine musicians. So I want to recognize our Most Outstanding Brass. This individual that I'm going to give up first is a junior this year and is someone who always has wonderful insight. And if I ever had, had a nickel for every time I've heard someone in our music program, oh, I love that guy. Oh, I love that guy. Oh, I love that guy. And people do. This is a fantastic person, a wonderful musician, a great individual. And I'm very, very proud to give Most Outstanding Brass Wind Ensemble to Theo Willis. Thank you, Theo. Also, this next individual is someone who, again, I knew in elementary school, who is highly competitive, fantastic individual, and someone who is I would call one of our doctors of music at Churchill. When this person plays, there's a lot of thought behind what he plays and a lot of thought and design behind how something was played and how a section works. And that takes a lot of heart and a lot of soul. And I want to thank this individual for all your work and all your heart, all your soul, all your dedication, and all your musicianship that you've freely given to Churchill High School Band. This is Most Outstanding Brass Wind Ensemble to Finn Conaway. Okay, our last award for Wind Ensemble is the Most Outstanding Percussion. And this is an individual who has been just neat to see come into the fold, and someone that played something last fall, and I remember the entire band stopping and cheering for him, and this shy smile that wasn't sure whether he was happy about being recognized or embarrassed half to death. Maybe a little bit of both, but this is an individual who works very hard, is a fine all-around musician, and I'm looking very forward to seeing more from this individual. And I want to award Most Outstanding Percussion Wind Ensemble to Nate Blythe. Okay. Thank you, everybody. That's all for Wind Ensemble. I'll be back with more. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Hey, this is my last set of awards, and I want to tell you the first set of awards is the Vondas Miller Award. Vondas Miller was the band director at Churchill High School from 1967 to 1975, and was dedicated to his very last day of his life on this planet to teaching children music. He taught lessons that morning and later passed away that day, and that's a fantastic tribute to what Churchill's band started with. And I want to award this award. This is for outstanding work and contribution to Churchill High School Band in the spirit of Vondas Miller, Churchill High School Director of Bands. And I want to award this to special individuals who have shown that they understand what band's all about. These are students who have left an impact on our band, and I believe that their experience at Churchill will be something they take with them for the rest of their lives. The Vondas Miller Award this year, I'm awarding it to Quinn Meston Stapleton, Savannah Post Himber, Martin Kaiser, Sarah Scott, Rylan Catley, Ian Fay, Elise Lasky, Will Stigall, Bridget Shinwheeler, Daisy Condon, Tori Torrance, Finn Conaway, which leads me to my last two awards. These two awards are sponsored by the National Association for Music Education and are two very special awards. And I agonize every year over who these individuals are. I sometimes print out a certificate and sit and look at it for a day and see if I can live with my decision. It's something that I want to make a special tribute to every member of our band. But I think that these are two individuals who have been far and above fantastic individuals to work with. And I want to read this. This is the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. In recognition of outstanding achievements in the field of jazz, as demonstrated through superior musicianship, character, and individual creativity, the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is hereby presented to Mark Wood. This last award is something that I give with a lot of pride, and I know that this person is someone who is a treasure of a human being, and I've had a lot of joy to get to know and work with. And I think that you'll see my choice as a good one. John Philip Sousa Band Award in recognition of outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music, for singular merit in loyalty and cooperation, and for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. This year, the John Philip Sousa Band Award is hereby awarded to Emily Clifton. Congratulations, Emily. That's all I have for this year. Thank you, everybody. Seniors, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all your work. Thank you for the blessing that you've been in my life. And thank you for what you've brought to Churchill High School Band. Congratulations on your graduation, and thank you for all of your hard work and music making.
Well, that's all, folks.
Thank you for tuning in and experiencing the very first virtual West End Awards ceremony with us.
And don't forget, if you tuned in late or missed any part of the show, this video will be up on the YouTube page to watch whenever.
We hope everyone is staying safe and healthy out there, that this ceremony can help bring a sense of normalcy to your night.
Bye.
Bye.